Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a holiday reading vlog. I did this last year and had so much fun. So I thought to get in the festive holiday spirit again, I would do another one of these. So I actually tried to film this yesterday, at least the intro, and then my camera just didn't film the audio at all. So we're doing it again. So I actually started the first book yesterday. I didn't get too far into it, but the first book we're reading is One Day in December by Josie Silver. Last year I actually read her book Winter in New York for part of the holiday reading vlog. So we're reading another one of her books. I actually had this one marked from last year that I wanted to read it and I never got around to it. And then I happened to find it at a thrift store not too long ago. So I was like, I'm definitely picking it up. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this. The synopsis is immediately what drew me in. So basically this is about Lori, and she is on a bus in London and she doesn't believe in love at first sight. And then she sees a man at the bus stop and she's like, oh my God, I'm in love with him. But then the bus drives away and she never sees him again, and she tries to find him for a year. And then the following Christmas at their annual holiday party, her and her roommate and best friend, Sarah throw. Sarah's like, I want to introduce you to my new boyfriend. She shows up and the guy from the bus stop is the new boyfriend. And that's literally the only part that I got to. She just realized they didn't tell her best friend Sarah that they know each other and that that is the bus boy. So very interested to see where that goes. Also, this is dual point of view, which I didn't realize. We just got to Jack's point of view. He's the guy. So very excited about that because I did not realize it was dual point of view. So I'm about to head to work and I'm going to try and continue to read more of this today. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I really love the writing style. And I remember that from last year with Josie Silver's book. And this book, I feel like I've heard such great things about. So I'm very excited to learn more what is going to happen, because it says it then follows the three of them for 10 years of friendship, heartbreak, and roads not taken and destinies reconsidered. So it's going to follow them over the next 10 years. So I'm intrigued to see what happens. Hello, I'm back home from work and I did read a little bit more of One Day in December, not that much, but I don't have any plans tonight other than the fact that I desperately need to wash my hair because it is so dirty. But yeah, I didn't read too much more, haven't gotten too much more into the book, but I did want to give a quick update because I just got the second book that I'm going to be reading for this vlog. It's actually my book of the month book, so I thought that I would share it with you guys now, a little sneak peek. Very excited, just got my lovely blue box in the mail, and I got The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter. It's actually very short, I didn't realize. It's kind of nice though. I feel like with holiday books, they don't need to be very long, you know? And I'm very intrigued by this because it is a holiday book with a romance and also a mystery involved. It's like all of the best things in one. We'll dive more into this once we finish One Day in December. I think this will be the second book I read, but yeah, very excited for this. Cute. Oh my God, they sent these little holiday stickers as well. These are so cute. Oh my God, I love these. I don't know where I'm gonna put these, but these are very cute. So, all right, that's all. Oh wait, the bookmark. Let's see if the bookmark's holiday related. It's not. It just says this book is The Sheet, which is funny. But anyways, okay, I am going to make dinner, wash my hair, and then get into reading. Oh wait, I wanted to show you guys the few little Christmas decorations I have. I don't have a ton of decorations. I live in a studio apartment. I don't even really have room for a Christmas tree, but I have a few little decorations that I got last year, so I thought I would show you guys. First, you can see on my couch here, I have these two pillows. Hold on, I'll show you better. Okay, so my couch is already green, which feels very festive, but I've got these two pillows. I just used the pillows I already have and put covers on them. And then this one is a little candy cane. On my bed, I also have two of the same pillow covers and then a Christmas tree one. I have this red and green blanket. Over here, I have this little guy and a little Christmas tree. Got that from Target dollar section last year. And then same with these. My Magnolia Parks books always sit here, and so I just put these on top. Also from Target dollar section. More little trinkets from Target dollar section. You know, just cute little decor things. And more of them over here. And then these are actually not from Target. These are from Primark. Also got them last year though. But they're just little light up gift boxes, which are super cute.
home now. It's the next day and I have read quite a bit. I read a lot last night. I got to page 200 and then I'm currently on page 222 and I'm kind of determined to finish this book tonight. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I kind of want to try because it's like 392 pages. So they'll have 170 pages. So maybe that's a little ambitious, but we'll see. But the last time I updated you guys, obviously so much has happened. So after Sarah introduces Laurie to Jack and she realizes that he's the busboy, they never say anything, they never tell Laurie, and then it kind of follows them over the next few years. So that happened in 2009, and now I think we're up to year 2013 maybe, or 2012, hold on. We're up to year 2013. So it's been following them and kind of their relationships. So it's continuing to follow all three characters kind of as their lives evolve, other relationships come up, other jobs and instances and life things happen. So it's kind of just following them and you get little glimpses into their life over those 4 years. Now we're in 2013 and a big thing had like just happened with Jack, and Jack was so insufferable and so unlikable. And also I will say there was a point in time where both Jack and Laurie were so annoying and insufferable. There was something that happened and I was just like, why? Like, why would you do that? Like, I was so annoyed with both of them. But I will say the writing and the way that this book is written has made me want to continue reading. Like, I didn't, even though I was annoyed with them, I was like, I need to know what happens. Like, I need to continue reading. And yeah, so last night, like, I literally had to stop myself from reading because I was like, okay, I need to go to bed. It was almost 11 o'clock and I obviously worked the next day, but I wanted to keep reading so bad. So I guess that's a good thing. Even though I was annoyed at them, I still wanted to read, which is good. Especially because I'm getting out of a book slump. So that's good that I was wanting to read. The point we're at now, I'm very conflicted. I don't really know how to feel. I'm definitely still annoyed with Jack. Sarah, I just feel bad for her. And then Laurie, I'm liking right now, but I know this isn't how it's going to end. Like, I know where we're at right now. Like, obviously so much more is going to happen. I still have almost 200 pages left of the book. So I don't really know what's going to happen. I have no idea where or how this book could end at this point. I feel like it could end happily. It could end sad. It could end, I don't know. I don't know how it could end. So I'm going to continue reading. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. We'll see if I end up finishing this tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow. Nearly 11 p.m. but I finally finished One Day in December and I actually really enjoyed it. It was such a sweet story. Like I mentioned earlier, there were definitely times where the characters frustrated me, but I really loved how it all wrapped up and how the story ended. It was very sweet, very cute. I feel like it was the perfect ending. So I really liked it. It kind of reminded me of the show One Day. I still haven't read the book. I do want to read it at some point, but it kind of reminded me of the show One Day, where it's like two people over a period of time that just kind of keep missing each other and, you know, are never really in the right place to fall in love. But yeah, I thought it was really cute, and it's not as like Christmassy. Like, it's definitely more just the time period takes place in the winter, but not even all of it, just like when they meet. Takes place in December, and then you get glimpses into other Decembers throughout the years, but also other time periods too. So I feel like you could really read this any time of year. I did enjoy reading it around the holiday season, but I wouldn't say that this one is like a holiday specific book, but it's definitely a very cozy book. I have been wanting a romance like this for a while. I haven't like read a romance, I feel like, in a while, so this was nice, just kind of palate cleanser to read. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed now, and then tomorrow we will start our next book, which is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. Very excited about that one because, like I said, it is a romance mystery set in the holiday time. So I'm intrigued to see what that one is going to be about. It is the next day, and I started The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year earlier today.
took the dust jacket off because I hate having dust jackets on when I'm trying to read a hardcover. I made it to page 26. I'm liking it so far. Basically, Maggie is a writer and she goes to her company's holiday party and her editor tells her that she needs to go over to England where a fan is like hosting some sort of Christmas something or other. And Maggie hates Christmas. She has had like some bad things happen in her life all centering around Christmas, so she just hates Christmas and she doesn't want to go, but she ends up going. And then on the private jet on the way there, she realizes that her nemesis Ethan, who is also a writer, is also going to go. So the two of them are now going to this event. I'm not really sure what the event is. They don't really explain it yet, so we'll see what that is. At the very beginning, you get a short excerpt of a police investigation that happens, and then the first chapter starts and it's like 7 days prior. So we know that something happens with the police, not quite sure what that is. So yeah, I'm excited to continue. I feel like this is so unique because I've never read a like holiday Christmas centered mystery thriller, but also from the book of the month description, it says it's a romance as well. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens here. So I'm gonna sit here and read now, probably for the rest of the evening, and try and get through a good chunk of this book. It's moving very quickly, like it's a very fast-paced book and it's not very long either, so I feel like I'll get through a good chunk of it tonight. It is the next day and I'm getting ready right now. I thought I would give you an update on The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. So I actually ended up finishing it last night and I finished it on audiobook. I don't know why, I was just like kind of in the mood to listen to the book. And so I found that it was on the Spotify like free books. So I put it on and finished it and I ended up rating it 3.5 stars. I did enjoy it and I thought the concept was very interesting. I loved that we had like a holiday romance mixed with a mystery element. I think it was very unique to combine the two. I just feel like everything was a bit rushed. I think when you try to include both of those in the same book, you're kind of missing elements because both the mystery and the romance felt a little rushed, especially towards the end. Like for the romance, they literally, it was within like a few days. They're like, okay, we love you, we love each other. And I'm like, wait, hold on, you guys have been enemies and hated each other for like 5 years. So I feel like that was a bit rushed. And then especially like the big reveal at the end, like I wish we got more out of that. I feel like I never really explained the full like synopsis of the book. So basically Maggie and then her like arch nemesis writer who works at the same like publishing house as her, they both get invited by a fan to go to this house for Christmas. When they show up, it's actually famous mystery writer Eleanor Ashley, and like Maggie's one of her biggest fans. And then the next day Eleanor goes missing, so now everyone in the house is trying to figure out what happened to her, but they're snowed in, so they can't get out, they can't like get to police or anything like that. So they're trying to figure out like what happened, and Maggie's like finding clues. She's realizing like these things are part of like Eleanor's books, and like trying to figure out what's happening. I feel like we had so much time of finding clues and things like that, which I really enjoyed that part. And then we also had like their romance kind of budding. But then we got to the part where there was like the big reveal where they finally figured out what happened. And I feel like it was just glossed over like way too quickly. Like the person that did it, I was still confused. I was like, wait, what was the motive? Like, I don't understand. So I wish we would have gotten a little bit more of that, but I think it was interesting. It almost reminded me of the game Clue because everyone was trying to like give their alibis of being like, well, I was here and I was doing this because there's all these other people at the house. And it's obviously a mystery of like who in the house did it. So I liked that part, but like I said, it just felt like it was a little bit rushed. But yeah, gave that 3.5 stars. I still really enjoyed it, would still recommend it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start the last book of this video, which is My December Darling by Lauren Asher. I've read one of Lauren Asher's books. I started the Dreamland Billionaire series and I want to get back to her writing because I really enjoyed it. So this is her like holiday book. I think she calls it a novella, but it's like 250 pages. So it's like a decent length. So I'm going to start that. It's on Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, I read the synopsis and I don't remember what it's about because I read it a few days ago. So I will update you guys later once I've gotten more into that book and try and give you a bit of a synopsis, but I'm pretty sure it's like your typical holiday romance, small town sort of thing. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting a good range of different types of holiday books. Last year I feel like all the ones that I read were pretty similar to each other, small town holiday romance, but this is like, I've had a mystery, I had One Day in December, which didn't even really feel necessarily like a holiday romance. So I'm excited to get into just a good old small town holiday romance because sometimes that's just what you need, you know? Hi guys, it's the next day now. Excuse how I look. I really need to wash my hair later. But I am about to sit here and I think I'm just gonna finish binging. What's this? Is it called My December Darling? I'm getting confused because I read One Day in December and this one's My December Darling. So it's short, it's only it's a novella, it's only like 250 pages. I'm already 20% of the way through. I got to page 45 yesterday. And basically what it's about so far is you have Catalina, and she's a travel nurse, and she comes back home for the month of December to work as a nurse in the hospital that is next to her, and then also her sister's getting married. Her and her sister are very opposite. Catalina is kind of like cold ice princess-ish, and then her sister is very like fun-loving. And her sister is actually getting married to her ex. So they never were dating for very long. They only went on a handful of dates, but there's kind of this like tension between them, obviously, because she's dating her ex. And she's the maid of honor in the wedding. And then the best man in the wedding is Luke, and he is the groom's best friend, and her and Luke have never really gotten along, and they don't really explain it why. She just says like she's only met him a handful of times and she just dislikes him. Like she doesn't really give a reason why she dislikes him. She just says she doesn't like him. And he's a doctor, and so he's working at the hospital that she's like travel nursing at right now. So the two of them are kind of like having to force be together, but they're starting to realize that like maybe they don't actually hate each other. It is dual point of view, which I really like, and you're getting his point of view, and he's like never really disliked her. She just hates him, but you don't really know why she hates him. So I'm like interested to see if they'll ever really address that. So that's kind of where we're at. They're like wedding prepping and doing that kind of stuff. It's good so far. I love the writing style. It's very fast paced. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here now and probably just end up binging this. To mention, I got a coffee. This is from Stan's. If you are in the Chicago area, you know it's a donut shop, but they also have coffee. And I stopped by there and I got a mint mocha. It's my first peppermint mocha of the year, and it's so good. And it's absolutely getting me in like the cozy holiday vibes. Also cuddled up here with my blanket. I'm just feeling very cozy and warm. It's very gloomy out today, so it's a perfect day to just lay in bed and read. Later now, it's actually 10 p.m. but I finally finished My December Darling. I was going to just binge it when I was filming earlier, and then I literally fell asleep. Like I was just so cozy in bed reading and I accidentally fell asleep. Then I got up, had some stuff to do, so I just ended up finishing it, but I wanted to kind of give you guys like my thoughts and opinions on it. I thought it was really cute. Like I was a little nervous with it being a novella that it was going to feel very rushed. And I don't know, I feel like with other novellas that I've read like that, or just Christmas books in general, sometimes the romance is a little rushed because you don't have as much time. So they just kind of push it towards the beginning, but I feel like the pacing was really well done. Catalina is like very, not standoffish, but she just like doesn't want to get into a relationship. She has these walls built up basically, and you know, she's been burned in the past, so she's kind of like, yeah, she's staying away from it. And the way that Luke will literally do anything to try and get her attention, to try and get her to hang out with him, like he really is like the definition of if he wanted to, he would. He is so determined to get Catalina to fall in love with him, and I just thought it was very cute. I feel like it wasn't super Christmas heavy. Like there was one scene of them on Christmas Eve, but otherwise like it all just takes place in December. So I feel like this isn't necessarily a holiday specific romance, more just like a wintry romance. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. I feel like, I don't know what I would rate it. Maybe like 3.5 or 4 stars. I feel like it wasn't a fully fleshed out romance just because it was a novella, but I feel like Lauren Asher still did a good job of making the characters feel real and like you got to know their backstories. That's another thing I feel like with novellas sometimes, is because it's shorter, you don't learn as much about their backstories or things like that. There were some things that I wish she dived into a little bit more, especially with like the backstory of like her and her sister, and then also like why she didn't like Luke, because we never really understood. She just said she didn't like him from the start, but there was never really any explanation of why she didn't like him. So I wish we got a few more little things about that, but otherwise it was very cute. Again, I didn't feel like the romance was rushed. I feel like it was actually a pretty slow burn. Like we were like 80% into the book before I really feel like they were like together. So I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was very cute. I feel like maybe I'll rate it 4 stars. I feel like it was good. I would definitely recommend it. Like if you're looking for a holiday book, would 1000% recommend it. That is all for my reading holiday books. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. It definitely got me very much in the holiday spirit. Christmas is literally next week, which is so crazy. I feel like December is flying by. I really enjoyed reading these books though. It's always fun, and like I said, always gets me in the holiday spirit. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.